Hi everybody, a really warm welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alison. I'm a 50-something witch living in Chesterfield, Derbyshire, which is a county here in England, and I'm here to talk about all things witchcraft, witchy lifestyle, some mundane lifestyle as well, and just basically to talk about the things that bring us joy. And today I want to talk to you about something that brings me joy every single day, and that is our little house. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I've been asked to do it. I'm not here to grandstand, I'm not here to show off in any shape or form. Our home is tiny and it's cute and lovely, and I'm happy to show you around, and I really hope you enjoy it. And one of the things I want to do is show you that you can still be a witch even though you live in what some people would consider to be a relatively normal looking house. There's no green painted rooms here, there's no black paint anywhere. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's not my vibe. And there's myself, my husband and my little familiar George living here with us. And yeah, this is our home. I really hope you enjoy looking around it, so let's go inside and have a look. Welcome into our little home. Now, as you come through the front door, the first thing that you're going to see is our hallway, which is quite long and quite narrow, and this hallway needs to serve quite a lot of purposes, which I'll get to in a minute. So I've already told you that our house is really tiny. It's a one-level bungalow, and we've lived here for about just over 6 years, and we absolutely love living here. It's just the loveliest little place. It's got such a lovely, gentle energy about it, and as soon as we came and looked at this place, we just absolutely fell in love with it, and we've never regretted living here for 1 minute. So anyway, when you walk through the door, the first thing that you'll see, and if you saw my Make Your Front Door Magical video, you will have seen this. This is the shelf where we have a few magical bits and pieces to try and elevate our energy as we move in through the house. If you want to know more about it, I'll try and link that down below. It's not something I've done before, but you know, learning all the time, so I'll try and do that for you. And so I've got a few plants in the house. I don't tend to have that much luck with house plants. Out in the garden I'm fine, but in the house tends not to be very successful. However, this little guy, I love him, my spider plant. I've had him for a couple of years now. I got him from a tiny little baby, and he just seems to thrive no matter how badly I treat him. And I'm so sorry for that baby. I do try, but yeah, he just seems to do really well, and he's in a great spot, and he kind of he tickles your head as you walk past, and it's really cute. So yeah, he's one of my plant success stories. So yeah, in the hallway, if you've been here for a while, you'll have seen my hallway altar, and this is what I consider to be the heart of our home, because we don't have a hearth as such. We don't have a fireplace or a chimney. So yeah, this is kind of the focal point for all the energy in the home, and I love it. This is where I do my magical workings. If you've ever bought anything from me, from my Etsy store or anywhere else, this is where it's made, and then it goes into our bedroom to be finished off and wrapped up. So yeah, this is where it all happens. There is an altar tour on one of my other videos, and yeah, you can look that up. And we recently did a clean and reset, and it's still looking okay actually. It's just starting to get a little bit dusty and ready for another change in the seasons, I think, because September's upon us, and so we're going to be doing some work to change this up and make it look pretty for the most fantastic season of the year, which I can't wait for. So yeah, You'll notice throughout my video today that I'm burning quite a few candles from this lovely company called YR Studio. Now, anything that I mention in this video is something that I have bought for myself, that I already own, or that my friends have given me as presents. I'm not sponsored in any shape or form, so anything that I mention, I'm mentioning because I absolutely love it, and this company is one of those companies. The company's called YR Studio, and it's owned by a lovely lady called Adriana, and she has a YouTube channel, and she's my absolute favourite YouTuber. I love her to bits. I just find her so calm and gentle and lovely to watch. And this is her company, and her candles are beautiful, and they're my absolute favourites. They're natural products. They're made from soy wax. They're handmade. She makes them. It's her own business that she owns with her husband, and they are just beautiful. I absolutely love them, so I highly recommend them, and you'll probably see quite a few throughout this video. Yeah, so the altar's quite busy at the moment. I'm working on some products for sewing, and I've also got a beautiful new oracle deck that my lovely friend Vanessa sent me from Arizona. Hi Vanessa, it's lovely to see you, sweetheart. And she sent me this, and it arrived earlier in the week, and I'm just absolutely blown away. And at the moment it's just gathering a little bit of energy before I open it and start to enjoy it. I'm so looking forward to it. It's the Goddess Love Oracle by Wendy Andrew, and if you've been around for a while, you know how much I love her work. So I'm thrilled to bits to finally own this. Thank you so much, Vanessa. So yeah, moving down the hallway, there are two closets at the end where my husband and I both keep clothes, coats and long dresses and stuff. And then heading into the kitchen, on the door is one of my cloaks with my aprons. Now, I want to mention something here. Very recently, I stumbled across a really unpleasant individual on YouTube who claims to have practiced the craft for 40 years or so. It really hasn't done much for them as a person, because they're so spiteful and so judgmental of other witches. I'm not going to name them, I'm not going to give them that privilege, but one of the things that this person mentioned was the fact that they hate polyester cloaks that you might buy from a pagan market or such like. And they went to great lengths to have a go at people who might wear these items. Now, my take on that is that you wear whatever the hell you want when you're practicing your craft. If you want to practice your craft completely Billy Bollocks naked, then you do that. If you want to practice your craft wearing a polyester cloak that you got from a pagan market, you do that. If you want to make your own cloak, brilliant, you do that. If you want to invest hundreds of pounds in a bespoke, woolen, elaborate affair, you do that. You enjoy whatever you want. Now, one thing you will not find on this channel is judgment in any shape or form. I'm not for that. I'm not about that. I want everyone to feel safe on this channel. I want everyone to enjoy this channel. But if anybody judges anybody else, I will come for you, and I will not hold back. So I just wanted to get that out there. This is a safe place. You wear whatever you want. Your craft is yours. Now, my cloak, this particular one anyway, I made it myself from wool fleece, and it's gorgeous. I love it. It's special to me because I made it. I do have ones that I've bought, and one of them is a polyester one, for which I do not apologise. Yeah, it's fine. It's something that I bought in the very early days of my craft when I hadn't got the budget for anything else. Now, we've said before, you you buy what you can afford, and you know, you use what you like. So I don't care what people wear, not interested in the slightest. It's all about your intent. Yeah, so anyway, sorry to get a bit worked up about this, but it really, really wound me up. Now, my cloak is special to me. I've sewn my own hair into it. It tells you how long ago that I made it, because the hair that I sewed into it is actually pillar box red. Those days are long gone. But yeah, I do like my cloak. I like it for when I'm working outdoors. I like to just feel concealed by it, and I feel protected by it. It's black for a reason, and I feel that I am dressed appropriately when I wear a cloak. But if you don't want to, you don't have to, and that's all I'm going to say about wearing cloaks. Now, there are some nice bits and pieces in the haul. The mirrored moons, I really love those. They're quite new, actually. Yeah, and I think they look really, really pretty. They bounce the light around because this space is really narrow, so it needs that, I think. And we've also got a couple of pretty hangings up in the hall just to brighten it up. Now, our bungalow is painted in a very light ivory colour. And the reason for that is because we love it, and there's nothing wrong with having light coloured walls if you want them. And because the space is small, it helps to make it look a bit bigger. And we need that because it's so tiny. Yeah, so we like to add colour with different things. This is one of the things that we've got up that we really, really love. And we've also got this mirrored wall hanging that I've had for years. I love this. It's so pretty. It's seen us through so many things, and I really, really enjoy seeing this when I walk through the door. Yeah, so down on the floor is where George likes to eat his biscuits. Now, for whatever reason, George likes to eat his breakfast and tea, which is meat, in the kitchen on the sideboard, or the counter, as you guys in the US call it. I don't know where that law has come from. It's obviously some kind of cat law that nobody told us about, but there it is. But he likes to eat his biscuits in the hall. So them's the rules, and that's what he does. So yeah, that's why these are on the floor. I think that's the haul done. These are Mark's drawers, where he keeps all his bits and pieces. And there's my besom as well, that was a gift from my lovely friend Von, and it came all the way from Glastonbury. Hi Von, if you're watching. And I love it. It's one of my absolute favourite things, and I was so lucky to be gifted something so special. That's the haul done. So let's move from here into the living room. Okay, so to the left of the hallway is the living room, and I love this room because it's so cozy. It's only small. The whole house is tiny, as I've explained, but the living room is lovely because it's so cozy and comfortable, and it's got all our favourite bits and pieces in here. So come on in. Okay, so to the right, excuse me. If you've been here before, you'll probably have seen this altar. This is where I celebrate all the Sabbats, and yeah, I like to dress this for this. Well, when I say all the Sabbats, not all of them resonate with me, and not all of them resonate with me all the time. So I will dress them for the Sabbats that do, and Lammas is particularly one of my absolute favourites, and this year I've really, really enjoyed it. So the altar's still up, but in a couple of weeks we'll be getting changed up for the autumn equinox, and I can't believe where the time's going. It's just absolutely whizzing. So yeah, that's going to be the next thing that happens in here. So I'll just show you around now. We've got quite a few pictures on the wall. So the first one that you'll see is I've got a Leonardo da Vinci skull print that I love. I love skulls. I've got a massive fascination with them, and I just think they're the most beautiful objects. And I really love this particular print. So he's up here, and just below that there are a couple of little prints that I wanted to talk to you about. Now, my nanan, my mum's mum, many years ago in the late 1930s and early 1940s, she worked in the Sheffield cutlery and steel factories. This was really common thing to do for women in those times, and she was what was known as a buffer girl, and the buffer girls were a really hardy, tough breed of Sheffield women whose job it was to clean and buff the cutlery that Sheffield's famous for when it was finished. And it was a really dirty, tough job, and I'm very proud of my nanan because that's what she did. And during the war, a lot of the buffer girls were called on to help make munitions for the war effort, and my nanan was one of those women, and I'm massively proud of her. She was a true woman of steel, and yeah, I loved her, and I still miss her, and I'm so proud of her. And just below that is a painting it's a print of a painting of the buffer girls. This is what they actually looked like, and I've forgotten the name of the artist. It was William. I'm sorry, I will tag him below, but the painting's beautiful and I love it. There's so much depth to it, and I just thought it was lovely to have this picture underneath the one of my nana. She's on the far right, and yeah, I'm so proud of her. So yeah, that's a little bit of local history for you. And moving round, there's the basket where I keep my altar cloths. I think I'm probably in need of a new one. It's kind of overflowing, but anyway, yeah, that's where I keep all those. And here's our bookshelves. Now, we tend to just keep the books that we really love and move the rest on. And the same's true of tarot. The tarot decks that I have now are the ones that really speak to me and that I really enjoy. So there they are. On the top left of the top shelf is this little witchy bookend, and that was a gift from my lovely friend Jane, who was the sister of another lovely friend Leslie, who passed away a number of years ago. And when Leslie passed away, her sister sent me this for a little gift, and now she holds up the books, and I love her. She's so cute, and I hope to look like her when I grow up. In fact, I'm probably not that far off looking like her now, but anyway, yeah, so here's my favourite books, and my husband's books are on here as well, and there's mementos from travels, my singing bowls on here, there's a couple of photos, and yeah, we love reading, and yeah, we've got quite a collection. They're like too deep as well, so there are more behind. Could do with sorting them out really, but these are the books that we really enjoy, so these are staying. Moving along. Okay, this table's quite special because this has pictures of our mums, both of whom have passed over now. So my mum's here on the left. Hi, sweetie. And Mark's mum is here on the right. And in front of them, we've got pictures of our beloved pets. Here's Lucy Dog, who we lost when she was only 7 years old. And here's Puss, who was my first familiar, and he was very special, and he's much missed, and he was just such a lovely guy. Yeah, so that's a very special little place. And just below this, I've got to show you these. I was looking at these the other day. Here's my well, some of my incense, not all of it, but yeah, I love it, and you can never have too much, so yeah, we've got quite a bit to go at. But one of the other things I came across while I was tidying up was this basket, and this basket contains the tools that I first bought when I first started practicing the craft. You know, that lovely stage that you go through where you're collecting bits and pieces that you come across and think, oh yeah, I'm going to use that, that's going to be really handy. Well, here it is. And so I've got some some table salt and some sea salt and some candles, some black thread. I must have been doing some kind of binding work at that point, I think. Yeah, and I just thought it was really precious, a really lovely little memento of a really special time. I got some bits of parchment paper. Yeah, I was definitely doing a binding or something. Yeah, and I wanted a bell, and the only bell I could get my hands on was a little Christmas tree one. So yeah, I love this. I think this is really sweet, and I'm going to be keeping that. I'll just pop those back. Yeah, so moving round. Oh, there's my 2 drums. I've got a little djembe, and I've got a shamanic drum as well. If you've never tried drumming, I highly recommend it. It's very therapeutic, it's very relaxing, it's really calming, and it's also a great way to raise energy, actually. If you are doing spell working, especially as part of a group, it can be really energizing, so it can do so much, and I really recommend having a go. And here is our little electric stove. We don't use it for heat, we don't need to, but the light is really comforting, and George absolutely loves it, and he likes to lay on top of it. Even when the heater's not on, the light generates warmth, so he loves it. And it's a nightmare trying to keep it clean, because no matter how hard I clean it and dust it, every time I turn around there are little dusty little footprints on it. But it's cute and I love it, and this is one of his favourite places, and I'm not going to deny him that. So moving round, currently we've got an ambience background on, and we love these. This one is by Dead of Night, and not sponsored, and we love their backgrounds. They're so calming, so relaxing, and we love them. They do lots of seasonal ones, and they're just fabulous. So yeah, we love to have those on in the background. And there's some more art on the walls. This is by a local artist called Pete McKee. He's much loved by us Sheffield folk. His paintings are what some people would call very basic, but we love them because they show lots of scenes of Sheffield life that are really familiar to us. And yeah, we love this, and it was a present that Mark bought for me when we first moved into our first flat, and I've kept it because I love it and it's very special to me. So yeah, and we've got a Cavallini print, the bees and honey one, which is beautiful. I love the Cavallini prints, they're really nice. This is another plant that I've not had much luck with. I thought it had died at one point because I'd overwatered it, but I've given it some love and attention, and he does seem to be on his way back. There is some new growth. I'm quite pleased about that. Here's George's corner. Here's all his toys that he, for the most part, ignores, and then if we are not paying any attention to him, he will drag something out and start playing with it in front of us. So yeah, quite the diva is George when the mood takes him. Yeah, so oh hiya, here's our lovely mirror that was a gift from Mark, and yeah, this will be decorated up soon for autumn and then for Yule. Hiya George. He's heard his name mentioned, I think. Yeah, and now this is my favorite part of this room, and this is a Welsh dresser, sorry for the wobbly camera work, that was a gift from my beloved mum. Now it was second hand, and I just absolutely love it. It's got lots of mementos on it, very precious bits and pieces, and I also keep a lot of my craft materials in this part in the bottom. And yeah, it's lovely. I absolutely love pine. I don't care how naff people think it is. I love it. I can't get enough of it. I love the way it ages. I love the warmth of it, and I'm just crazy about it. I wouldn't dream of painting this any other colour. It's fabulous, and we love it. And it houses some of our most treasured bits and pieces. There are also some books on here, and I also keep some candles and wax melts and bits and pieces. And while we're talking about wax melts, I need to talk to you about these. This is from a company called Deadly Wicks, and I've had quite a few of their products. Again, I'm not sponsored, but their wax melts are the best I have ever used. And this particular bunch, excuse me while I just open the box, are my favourites. There are two different kinds in here. There are the pumpkin patch ones and the Krampus ones. Now, as we get to know each other better, you will come to understand that I absolutely adore Krampus. And when I found these Krampus wax melts, I nearly wet myself, because honestly, they're just amazing. So yeah, these are an amazing warm cinnamon fragrance, perfect for Yule and winter. And then the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin patch ones are just adorable. And these are a really nice pumpkin spice fragrance, and yeah, I love them. The work that goes into these and the detailing is fantastic. So yeah, a great company. They have an Etsy store, Deadly Wicks, highly recommended. Treat yourself to something nice. And yeah, so there are other bits. There's candles and vases. And yeah, it's just a really, really nice little space. And we love it. We really enjoy it. So we're heading off back towards the hall now. But before we do, here's the art on our walls. We don't have a particular, and I hate the word, aesthetic. We just buy what we love, what we enjoy, and what we think will look nice. Now, I'm aiming to fill this wall with treasures and things that we love. But at the moment, yeah, we love these vintage rail prints, and these are ones that we've actually bought when we've been in Scarborough, which is our favourite place in the whole world. Elland Road is the home of Leeds United, if you didn't know, and my husband is a fanatical Leeds United supporter. This print was sent to me by who remembers Temple Tudor? Absolutely amazing band from the 80s who are still actually going strong now. The singer is a guy called Ed, absolutely lovely guy, and this print was done by his lovely son Henry. And very long story, but this is from him, and it's beautiful. It was in the bathroom at one point, but it's in the living room now because we love it so much. And yeah, that's a really lovely print, I think. And we've got things that we've picked up from places we've been. Stonehenge, Bolsover Castle, I mean, we're there all the time. It's one of my absolute favourite places. And there are other paintings and prints. Now, this painting is of beautiful Lucy Dog, and our lovely friend Nicola painted this for her after she'd passed. Hi Nicola, how you doing, sweetheart? And this was painted from a photograph of Lucy. This is how she used to sit with her head on my knee, and it's one of my fondest memories of her, and it's a beautiful painting, and we'll treasure it forever. Absolutely love it. And yeah, we're back towards the altar. Oh yeah, I need to tell you about this. Now, this beautiful moon calendar for next year was given to me by a lovely lady who I met recently called Rachel, and she is a digital creator and she has an Etsy store, and we recently met for coffee, and she brought this for me, and her art is stunning. Now I'm gonna put the name of her shop in this picture, so that you can actually see the name of it and go and have a look at her work, because it's beautiful. I couldn't wait to get this up on the wall, even though it's for next year, but I just think it looks beautiful. I'm so chuffed with it. Thank you so much for that, Rachel. It's beautiful, and it looks lovely above my William Morris prints, that are also two of my absolute favourites. And the last bit of the living room is, as we're heading out the door now, here's my stag that I love. He will be on the Yule altar before we know it. And this painting, I actually did this watercolour as a little reminder of what's really important in life. So yeah, right, that's the living room done. We're heading back out into the hall, and from there I will take you into the kitchen. So here's our kitchen, and like the hall, it's very long and narrow. And when we first moved into this place, I couldn't get over the size of it, because the kitchen where we lived before was only big enough for one of us to be in at a time, and I was really thankful for it. But when we moved in here, it was just amazing, because there's so much room and it's so light. Although having said that, today it's very dark and gloomy here in Derbyshire, so I'll put the light on. I'm sorry it's a bit yellowy bright, but yeah, one of the things I love about it is that it overlooks the little backyard. Now the weather here the last couple of days has been absolutely crazy. The wind has been unbelievable, and the little garden has got absolutely trashed. We've tried to recover what we could, but everything was blown over, everything was just destroyed. But never mind, it's you know, it's nature, it's one of those things, it's what happens. It still looks pretty, but yeah, it did look better. But anyway, soon it'll be time to start putting it to bed for the autumn. But for the moment, it's still looking okay, but it's been through the mill these last few days. Anyway, so moving around, we've got this stained glass film on the bathroom door, the bathroom window, and this door, and we love it. When the sun shines, the colours look absolutely beautiful. So that was, you know, it was pennies, but it looks really, really pretty. And then this is where I told you that George likes to eat his food. And before anybody comes at me about the salt lamp, excuse me, George has never shown the slightest bit of interest in the salt lamps that we have in our house. He gives them a derisory sniff and just walks away. So I know that some people think there are risks, I get that, but yeah, he's fine, thank you. So yeah, this plant is not real, because there's no way on this earth that I could grow anything that looked that lovely. But anyway, yeah. This green man, who's beautiful, was a gift from a very good friend, and it's very special to me, and I think it looks really lovely in the kitchen. Yeah, washing up stuff, you know, very boring. But then, yeah, we're looking back now towards the hallway. One of the other things that you'll soon come to know about me is that I have an obsession with mugs. I've got absolutely dozens of mugs. Soon these will all be taken down, and the autumn and Halloween ones will go out. I'm not apologising for it. I love it. It's a thing, and you know, there are far worse things to be obsessed with. And yeah, mugs are great. Mugs and spoons, incidentally. I absolutely love spoons too. Oh, I forgot to show you these prints on the wall. These were from Etsy, and I really, really enjoy these. I think that they're really lovely, lovely messages on them, and I think that they're perfect in this little space. I really, really love those. Yeah, so moving along, coffee and tea, absolutely essential. Bee kettle, absolutely love it. And bee clock as well, very, very pretty gift from Mark, absolutely love that. And yeah, so we're heading back out now. George's food and treats, and he knows very well where they're kept. Last thing at night, he always jumps on the sideboard, because, oh, here he comes, in fact. Hi, George. Because he's heard, yeah, he's heard the lid come off the tin. Sorry about that, buddy. You can have one later, okay? All right, yeah, I promise you can have one in a bit. So yeah, we're heading back out now into the hallway, and the next room that we're going to look at is the bathroom. Now, I'm actually quite surprised by how big this bathroom looks on the screen. It isn't. It's tiny, and but to me it's perfect. And this is where I spend every evening, having a lovely bath or a lovely shower. Now, when we moved in, this was a wet room, so there was no bath and just the walk-in shower, which I managed to put up with for 6 months, and then couldn't stand it anymore. I was thankful for the shower. You know, I'm grateful for everything that we've got, but I just love the bath, and so we had one put in, and it was the best money that we ever spent because I love it. I just love running myself a lovely deep bath, water bubbles up to my neck, just absolutely loving it. It's just brilliant. I'm so fortunate to have it. And we don't have what I call a particular style. We just buy whatever the hell we love. We don't care if it fits, that word again, an aesthetic. We just have what we love. And I think that that's the only way to live your life, is just to do what makes you happy, buy what makes you happy, and just enjoy rather than wondering if something's going to match all the time. Now, yeah, there isn't much space, as I said, but I think that what we've got works really, really well. And this unit, we had this put in not long after we had the bath put in, and this has been brilliant because it holds so much. So it sits under the window that I told you about with the film. Again, this looks gorgeous when the light shines through it. It's so pretty. But this is great because it holds so much. And yeah, this is my my bath and skincare stuff. There's some of Mark's bits and pieces in here as well, but I love this because everything's in easy reach, and I just like the cleanness of it. I think it's just really nice. It tucks everything away. And this drawer is the bubble bath drawer. Yeah, there's quite a bit in there. Some of Mark's bits and pieces too. But if you saw my menopause self-care favourites, a lot of that stuff is kept in here. So yeah, that's a really nice space. And yeah, there's a Stonehenge print. The same lovely guy who bought me the green man in the kitchen bought me this beautiful Stonehenge print, which we love. I love the light in the background. I just think it's gorgeous. And yeah, so there are bees, obviously. There's some bee towels, and yeah, this is where we keep our bits and bobs. Now, I keep my favourite lipsticks in the bathroom, and the reason for that is that I never decide. I put my makeup on in the bedroom, but I never decide what lipstick I'm going to put on until I've brushed my teeth and done my hair in the bathroom. So that's why I keep all these in here, because this is where I choose them from in the morning. Don't know if anybody else has any little quirks like that, but yeah. So other bits and pieces. And one of my favourite things in this room is this little sconce on the wall. I bought this from an antique centre, and I love it. I love the way at night, especially, it's the way it glows, the way it throws light around. It's so pretty to lay in the bath and be able to see the light from this candle. It's so nice. So yeah, it looks really nice in this corner. That's the loo, you don't need to see that. Anyway, yeah, so a couple more prints to show you. This one is about our wedding date, and I love that because it's the tattoo style. And this is something that's really, really important to us both, and it's a print that I bought, and it says, sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. And this has just been so true for Mark and myself, and we love this print. And whenever we're feeling really, really down, we take a step back, think about how far we've come, and we think about what this says. And it's so true, and we just love it. And that's why it's got a place in the bathroom to remind us, you know, when we're taking a moment out, that this is what life's about. So yeah, I think that's very, very good advice. And yeah, another plant. This is a Dracania. It's supposed to be air purifying, but I don't know how true that is. But this is really, really pretty, and I love it. Now, there's a few other products down here that we love. Oh, these bath salts. I'll just tell you about these. I love the scent of pine. You probably know that. And these smell like a walk in a dark forest. They are unbelievable, and they turn your water the most amazing shade of green. Now, they're from a German company. I found them on Amazon. I will try and link that for you, but yeah, they're astounding. The plastic packaging they came in wasn't particularly pretty, so that's why I swapped it out. But yeah, they are wonderful and one of my absolute favourite products. So we're done with the bathroom, and we're going to head back out into the hall, and the last room I'm going to talk to you about is our bedroom. Now, if you've been here for a while, you will have seen our bedroom on many occasions, but you probably haven't seen it from this angle. So yeah, the bedroom's not a bad size actually, but there are two of us living here, so space is at a premium. So we've got these wardrobes that have both of our clothes in. The one on the left hand side is mine, and then the other two are Mark's. Yeah, and believe me, we need all the space we can get. So yeah, I love the bedroom. It's so cozy, and it's in the summer though, it's just ridiculously hot. But in the winter, it's lovely and cozy. So yeah. This also has to serve as my office because I do work from home 2 days a week, and so I have my desk in here, and everything has to be everything that's on it has to have earned its place, you know, because I can't afford to have any space taken up by anything unnecessary. So yeah, this is also where I come and finish off and wrap up my my 50 something witch items. So if you've bought anything from me, this is where it ends up before it comes out to you. There's something here that I've just wrapped ready to send out to a customer in Florida, and yeah, so everything on here serves a purpose. So on the left hand side there's my folder where I keep all my lists of all my products and what's included in each one and how and when I made it and came up with the idea. Then there's my wax seals and sealing wax and wooden stamps and everything else that I use on my products to finish them off. Here's where I keep a note of everything that I've sold, and here's where all the things I keep, all the things for my labels, because everything's handmade. And this is where I make all those things. Yeah, obviously George is here. He's yeah, he's always here, bless him, and he loves to spend time on my desk with me while I'm working, having a belly rub. So yeah, he's a sweetheart. yeah, oh yeah, I'm doing some work at the moment on Samhain products, so this book is featuring very strongly in that work. I'm doing a lot of research using this book, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm hoping that my new products will be available on my Etsy store on the 1st of September, so I will let you know if and when that happens. So yeah, couple of other bits to show you. Yeah, this, oh, another thing that you may or may not know about me is that I am obsessed with bedding sets. I actually got rid of quite a few lately. Moved them on to charity shops, or thrift shops as I think you call them in the US. And yeah, I had far too many, and the level is now much more manageable. This set I absolutely love. It's from Urban Outfitters, not sponsored obviously. I just love it. It's so pretty, so fresh looking. And this is the last set that's going to be on before our autumn bedding makes an appearance. It's only August, it's not time yet. You know, I know everybody seems to be in such a hurry to get there, but I'm not. I'm just trying to let the season be in and of itself. It's still summer, you know, and it's actually really warm today as well. So it ain't over yet, and it will come when it's ready. So yeah, that's why I've still got fairly summery bedding on at the moment. Now, on my bedside table, or nightstand as I think you guys might call them, is my everyday jewellery. Sits in these boxes. My evening skincare that you've seen before. There's a beautiful picture of me and my lovely mum that was taken in 2013, I think. Yeah, so that's really special. That was a really happy occasion. And yeah, I don't really keep anything else on here. Oh, I'm reading this book at the moment. It's by Yvette Fielding, who you may know created the Most Haunted series that I used to absolutely love. She signed this as well, actually, which is lovely. Yeah, I've only just started it. I'm not really into it just yet, but I'm going to keep at it, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. So yeah, I'm giving it a chance, so I'll let you know how that works out. If you've read it, let me know what you think. And then moving round, here is my drawers and my dressing table, and here's where I keep my special jewellery. This box has seen better days, but I love it because my mum bought it for me, so I'm not going to be getting rid of that anytime soon. I'm obsessed with perfume. I've got absolutely loads, and these are my favourites. These are what I pick from every day. I love good fragrances, like fragrances by Estee Lauder, Chanel and Dior. I really think that as far as perfume goes, you get what you pay for. I get that not everybody has got the budget for expensive perfume, and some other, you know, inexpensive perfumes smell really lovely, and I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking anybody for the choices, but these are the ones that I love. And my absolute favorite perfume ever is this one. It's Youth Dew by Estee Lauder. I love this, and the reason I love it so much is that my mum wore this when I was a little girl, and this scent has been with me my whole life, and I love it. And there'll never be a time where I don't love wearing this perfume, because it takes me straight back to my mum's arms. I just love it. So that's why that's my favourite. And I keep my everyday makeup here. This is the stuff that I go to every day, along with this eyeshadow set. I have got other makeup, but this is what I pick up every morning and put on before work. And then, yeah, I've got a couple of, you know, candles. Candles are all over the place. And then we're back to my desk and our TV. where we've got another dead of night on at the moment. So pretty, just so lovely to relax with. And yeah, we're back looking out towards the hall, where George, I think, is still a bit grumpy because he didn't get his little treat, but he'll be getting one soon enough, bless him. I have really loved showing you around our little house. I know that I've mentioned many times before how much we love living here and what a special little place it is. And I know I told you before about the elderly couple who lived here before we had this house, who were married for many years and who passed away within 10 days of each other. And I can still feel their energy very much in this house, and I love it. I just love the feeling of it. I think it's a really special little place, and we just love being able to have people over to enjoy it with us, because although it's small, the welcome is huge, and we just love being able to share it with people. And we're so thankful for it, because where we lived before, it wasn't something we could do. It's a very long story, but it's had a happy ending, so that's all that matters. And yeah, we absolutely love it. And the point I've been trying to make through this video is that you don't have to live in a gothic, black painted, moody, spooky palace to be a witch. If you want to do that, that's absolutely brilliant. But I see a lot of videos here on YouTube especially where people are doing, you know, witchy makeovers. And oh, that was another thing that the lady who had a go about the cloak situation, she had a go about the use of the word witchy as well, which she objected to for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I don't know how else to describe something that's of a witchy nature. So witchy stays as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so I see these videos of witchy makeovers and they all look absolutely stunning, and yeah, I think they're beautiful and lovely. But unfortunately, or not as the case may be, that doesn't suit me. We don't have the room for a witchy room. My whole house is a witchy space. Our whole house is sacred space. I've made that point before as well, that the more you practice in a place, the more it becomes sacred. I think it picks up your energy and your intent and becomes sacred space. And I think that that's really lovely. If you've got a designated sacred space, that's great as well. It's whatever works for you. But the point I'm making is that you can live in what you'd consider a relatively normal looking house and you're still a witch. You know, the witch makes the witch. The house doesn't make the witch. The tools don't make the witch. We've talked about that before. So yeah, I'm so happy to have had this opportunity to show you around. Obviously this is, you know, my husband's home as well. So we have moved, you know, our most personal bits and pieces out of the way, because this is our home and this is, you know, our kind of hearts exposed, if you like. And I'm just so thankful to have had this opportunity to show you around, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, so if you are new here and this is the first time you've seen any of my videos, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I really hope that you'll consider giving this video a little thumbs up and maybe subscribing to my channel if you feel that's something you'd like to do, because I'd love to have you along as part of our lovely little community that we've got built up. The people that follow this channel are without exception really wonderful people, and you've been the best thing about this whole crazy journey. You're just absolutely wonderful, and I read every single one of your comments, and I really care about what you think, and I'm so glad that you're here. So yeah, this has been lovely. I really hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you will join me again very soon. I hope that you will look after yourselves and have a great week, and that you will try and find a moment of joy in every single day. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. So until we meet again, look after yourselves, look after each other, keep your light shining, and blessed be.